Most seniors think their working years are behind them, but that's not true. The truth is, some of the best opportunities start after 60. Today, I'm giving you 9 simple opportunities that start after 60. 9 jobs or part-time jobs. Either one of these can be a job or some of them are even businesses, okay? They're enjoyable, they're flexible, and you can start these immediately with no cash whatsoever. Even if you think you're not good at anything, let's get you earning, active, and excited again. Hi, I'm Greg Colosi, and I am 69 years young. I've started 33 businesses, and now I help seniors reinvent their health, their wealth, and help them write their legacy story for all their loved ones, now and in the future. Before we get into the 9 best jobs for seniors, let me tell you why having a job or a side hustle after 60 is one of the smartest decisions that you can make. Here are a few quick reasons. Purpose. Now you got a purpose in your life, okay? I have talked to dozens of retirees, and they get home, they're excited for 2 or 3 months, and then boom, reality hits them. They got nothing to do, okay? My guy friends, the wives are kicking them out of the house. Go do something. A lot of them are taking part-time jobs just to get out of the house, okay? So now we're going to do this with more purpose. It's good for your mental health, staying engaged like you did when you were working, okay? Keeps your mind thinking, talking, socializing with people. That's that movement also. Light activity is good for your body, okay? I think I've said this in another video or two. I'm working, as you can tell here, it's my man cave. This isn't in my house, okay? It's a separate building on our property that was a pool house. We bought this place 20 years ago, and the pool was gone, but this was here, and I turned it into my office man cave. And you can see some pots in the back, copper pots, and I'm cooking. Actually, right now, it's around Thanksgiving, and I'm making lasagnas today. So the sauce is going. Some of the ground beef and other meat is cooking up. And I'm also making homemade ricotta to go in there, and that's in behind me taking off. But anyway, the big house is about 75 yards away. And if I forget something and I have to walk back, I used to go, oh, geez, when I was younger, like 55. Now I say, exercise, okay? I don't mind it anymore. And my brother Mark taught me that. Actually, my younger brother, 20 months younger than me. Okay, connection. Work keeps you around people, conversations, and community. We know that's healthy to have some friends and people you can talk to out there. Just not one person, your spouse, if you've got one. Income. A little extra cash removes some stress, okay? And it's your play money, your fun money, if that's what you're looking for. But if you're looking for cash to supplement paying your regular bills, okay, this is part of it also, okay? A lot of times we don't plan that well. And I didn't plan as well as I should have, okay? To lead the lifestyle that I have, my wife and I still have to keep my businesses going because they shed some pretty good cash, okay? If I stopped those and relied on my savings, I wouldn't last that long. Savings and Social Security. So I need this business going. So I'm in that situation. You might be in that situation also, and I can help you. So legacy. You lived a long time. Sharing your wisdom adds meaning to every single day, okay? I was at Aldi yesterday shopping. I got a practice turkey. I always get a practice turkey every year and make it, but I use the juice from that and the bones. I make a stock and I make the gravy from that. And I make a turkey once a year, okay? So I need practice just before it. So I went to Aldi and bought a practice turkey. And I met somebody in the store and we talked a little bit, and I'm walking out to his car. I see him getting in. I stop by. Introduced myself, Greg Colosi. And he said, hi, I'm Ray Sunshine, or they call me a ray of sunshine. Okay. I said, why do they call you that? And he's 88 years old. He says, I guess you could say I have a very positive outlook on life. Then I asked him a few other questions, like, what do you do every day? He says, I don't sit on the couch. I get up and I'm out and I'm about. I'm 88 and I'm active every single day. And I work full time up to 8 years ago, but I still keep busy every single day. Okay? That shows you something. Happiness. Busy, active seniors live longer, feel better, and stay happier and stay healthier. You don't want to live your last 4 or 5 years not being able to move or soar or a walker or whatever. And if you're on a walker now, I apologize, okay? But you want to be in the best health you possibly can be in, okay? You don't want to fall and have that screw up the rest of your life, okay? So there's some things you got to do, and this is part of the program, staying active. Okay, before I jump into these 9 jobs, I want you to know something very important, and I've never told you this before. Hearing this information is not the end of your search. It is the beginning. I give you ideas because as seniors, we have so many ways to improve our lives, and I can't go deep on every single job in this video. I will go deep on some subjects, okay? That would take hours and hours and hours, and you probably still have questions. But think of me as your starting point, not your final point. And I want you to get other opinions too. Just don't rely on my opinion. Get others and decide on your own, okay? Take 2 or 3 opinions on something, and then take the best of those that fits with your style and go with it that way, okay? So I am your starting point, not your final destination. I want you to take these ideas and then go explore, okay? Go learn more, go dig deeper, go check out what I call YouTube University, which you're on right now, okay? I watch YouTube University more than I do network TV, let's put it that way, because I'm always in learning mode. Health learning mode, wealth learning mode, and legacy. Writing out your legacy mode. Those are the modes that I'm in, so I can learn a lot. And I do that first thing in the morning every day. I get about 2 or 3 hours of positive learning to start out my day, okay? Because when you start studying new things at our age, something amazing happens. Your mind gets sharper. You feel more curious, which is exciting. You get more energy. As you can tell, I'm jazzed all the time. You become more confident. You feel more alive. You start seeing possibilities instead of limitations. You get that old spark back, okay? You never thought you could get it back, but I'm telling you, you can get it back. I lost my golf spark because I lost 70 pounds. That's another video. I reversed my diabetes. But my golf game, because I lost that much weight, your swing changes. If you're a golfer, you know that. When I had my hip done 15 years ago, it took me a year to get a swing because my swing was adjusted because of I needed a new hip. So I adjusted to that, my swing. So anyway, it's taken me a year and a half. And finally, this August, I got it back. And now I used to, at the beginning of the year, I'd show up when I tell them I would, but I didn't want to go because I was playing so bad, okay? It shouldn't matter at my age 69, okay? It shouldn't matter whatsoever, but it still does, okay? I mean, we still look in the mirror and check things out, okay? Did I got some nose hairs in there? Oh, I got some air hairs I got to trim. I know I haven't shaved. I only shave like once every 4 or 5 days. In the summer, I shave more, but in the winter or the cold weather, not as much. But anyway, we still care about our appearance. And if you notice, everything I wear matches, okay? I'm one of those people. And it started in grade school when I used to change my shoelaces to match my outfits. That's a whole nother video on fashion, okay? But anyway, so the 9 best jobs for seniors. This could be part-time or full-time, okay? And I'm going to give you an app, okay, and a website. And I'm going to put all of those in the description down below. And if you've got any questions, leave me a comment. I answer every comment, okay, at least right now, because I've only got 143 subscribers, but I'm hoping this puppy's going to grow. Thank you. And if you're not a subscriber and you like my videos, subscribe, because I'm going to come out with a boatload of them on all different topics. And if you got topics you're interested in that has to do with health, wealth and legacy, leaving your legacy behind in a written form, please suggest a video that I could do, and I'd be happy to do that. Or maybe it's something I'm not even aware of that we seniors do. Maybe it's never happened to me yet and it's happened to you. I'd be very excited to talk about it on your behalf and maybe even have you on the show, okay? So, number 1, best job, personal historian. And I'm pumping my own deal, the legacy life story writer. I don't need any writers yet, but I'm going to need writers to work for me, to talk one-on-one with seniors like you, okay? And we record that on Zoom. Then we have it transcribed, have you take a look at it, make the corrections, get it in a format, and get a book printed for you, along with pictures, a bunch of pictures. So I'm going to need some of you in the very near future. I'm thinking probably first, the latest second quarter next year. I can handle them all right now myself, but I'm going to need help. And I'm going to need seniors. I'm not going to let a 40-year-old do an interview, okay? They have no idea. I need somebody seasoned, okay? I need somebody probably, well, depends on your wisdom, okay? You're young at 60. Your wisdom might not quite be there, but then again, it might be there. If you've had some challenging things happen in your life, you develop a lot more wisdom, okay? Anyway, so there are some apps to help you do that, okay? And there's a website. There's the Otter app, Otter, Otter, and there's a website called Storyworth. And again, I'll put those links down in the description. Second, tutor or teacher, online or local. I'd go with the online one because you can work from anywhere. If you're fortunate enough, or you go somewhere for the winter or the summer. If you're in the summer, you come north for the winter or the summer, or you're north, you go south for the winter. This is completely portable. And I would look at a lot of these things as portable, okay? In your life right now, unless you really need the cash, okay? Then it's a different story. But if you don't need it that bad, but it would be nice, or you just looking for something to do, make sure you find something that is portable, okay? I've had portable businesses my whole life since I've been 23 years old, okay? I've always had companies. I had companies in the beginning with lots of employees, and I could still leave. And then after my first few companies, I would have company with employees somewhere else. My office would be right here or an office in my home because I got a lot more work done, okay? So, tutor or teacher, teach subjects, hobbies, or life skills. You could be a life coach. Seniors are natural teachers. You are a natural teacher and perfect for working with young people, okay? Share your wisdom with young folks. And a young folk could be somebody that's 50 if you're 70, okay? I really get excited when I meet somebody much older than myself because I ask them, usually if they're alive by now, okay, I ask them, how did you do it? And you can see if they're in good shape. I don't see too many people over 80 that are still heavy, okay? Those kind of folks seem to pass away before their time because extra weight, extra pounds on your body adds a lot of tension and other things which cause all different kinds of diseases. That's for another time, okay? So when I see somebody like that, I'm excited, just like I did in Aldi the other day, to ask them questions. And I always do that. I got to get some of these on video. I have some of those meta glasses where you just press the button and it starts videotaping. I got to do that, okay, for you guys. Okay, the teacher or tutor app. The app is Wyzant, Wyzant, and the website is Tutor, Tutor.com. Next is a consultant or coach. And I've done that throughout my business life later. Well, actually, probably the last 20 years. let's see, maybe 25 years, a coach or a consultant of some force. Use your lifetime of experiences, guide individuals or small business owners. If you've owned a business, okay, you're a natural to help small businesses, okay? A natural. If you're an accountant or an attorney, a retired attorney, you are a natural to help small businesses at a much lower rate than if they have to go to an accountant or an attorney, okay? Or if you specialize in one area of accounting or legal, you can go to that and you can charge what everybody else charges, okay? So you can charge $50 to $100 or more, okay? I have charged more than that per hour, much more than that. Usually I sell a package like 5 or 10 grand and they get X for it. So the app on here is not to become a consultant or a coach, but it is to book a call through you. The app is called Calendly, Calendly, and it's calendly.com also. There, with this app, and I've used this one in the past, I got a different one now, somebody can book a call with you and pay for it, and then it follows up to make sure they show up on the call. If they paid you, they probably are. Okay? I want a website for that. Clarify.fm. Fourth is a virtual assistant. Manage email, scheduling, and customer follow-ups. Work entirely from home. Local businesses need reliable adults to do those kinds of things. Okay? An app for that. That you could go in there and list yourself. It's called Upwork, an app called Upwork. A website, belaysolutions.com, BELAY solutions.com. Fifth is a pet sitter or a dog walker. Simple, joyful, and healthy. If you've got a pet, you know how much joy they give to you. And walking is great exercise for you, so you're going to get paid to do exercise. That's how I look at it. $15 to $30 per visit adds up quickly. And the app, Rover, Rover, you can list yourself in there, list it locally wherever you are, and people will start to contact you to walk their dogs, okay? And there's a website called WAG Walking, WAG walking.com. Okay, next one is a non-medical senior companion. Visit seniors, run errands, offer rides. Keep them active and independent. Great purpose plus income combination for you. The app is care.com and the website is visitingangels.com. This is a great one, okay? And if you cook, you could cook for them. Okay, you could go over once a week, charge $150, $200 and cook their meal right in front of them for all week long and store it away. Okay, a great idea. Tech help for seniors. So if you're good at this tech stuff, okay, like I'm pretty good at it. Not as good as my 11-year-old granddaughter or my 40-year-old daughter or my 38-year-old son. He's really good at this stuff. But I'm better than most, okay? So if you've got an iPhone and you know how to do that, boom. Phone setup, TV setup, Zoom help, okay? Password and email help. You could demand $30 to $40 an hour. And according to this, there is a massive demand. Massive. Do you think somebody 65 years old would be more comfortable hiring you, another 65-year-old, or hiring some 35-year-old kid? You. They're going to be more comfortable because they're going to know you're more patient and you understand. Okay? So the app is TaskRabbit. TaskRabbit. The website at Best Buy, I'll get it to you, okay? I'll put it in the link down below. I'll put a link down below. Drivers for seniors, an errand assistant, doctor's appointments, pharmacy runs, grocery store, wonderful relationship building role, seniors trust seniors, app, Go Grandparent. Never heard of that one. The app is called Go Grandparent. And I'm assuming you can log on that and list a local job and bing, there you go. Okay. Website, Uber. Okay. I'm sure you know about Uber and Lyft. And there are apps for both of those too. Okay. Freelance writer, editor, proofreader. If you are good at that stuff, write blog posts or edit documents, okay? Home-based and very quiet. Perfect tie into Fiverr is the name of an app, and I've used this. I've posted over 200 jobs on Fiverr, had people do things for me, okay? It's wonderful. Fiverr is the app, Fiverr, Fiverr. And a website, Upwork, like we talked about before. You post what you're good at in there, looking for jobs, and you will get work, okay? Okay, before we wrap this up, let me give you the most important part of this whole video, your next steps, okay? Watching this video is great, but taking no action is not too great. Actually, it's horrible, okay? Pick one idea, not all 9, just one idea. Choose the one that feels right, interesting, and enjoyable, okay? Step 2, study it on what I call, which I told you, YouTube University, okay? You're already here. Let's go type it in and watch 2 or 3 videos on that topic. Learn the basics, become an expert at it, okay? Let your curiosity take over, and you'll know within the first couple of videos whether this is the thing you want to do or not. So what would you type in, okay? So you take a job like, let's find one back here, freelance writer, okay? You type in freelance writer jobs. That's all you would do, okay? And then it will come up in YouTube University and start watching them. And then it'll start to go to your feed. You'll start to get these automatically because YouTube knows what you're looking at. Okay. Take one small action. Maybe make a phone call. Maybe watch a tutorial, okay? Maybe buy a notebook and write down a plan, okay? I always do that. Where's my latest notebooks? Oh, here's one. Right here. Oh, here's one of my notebooks, and when it's dark there, I can watch it real easy from there, okay? So get a notebook going on something. Okay. Just do something small today, okay? Right after you watch this, pick something and do something small. Step 4, enjoy the process, because here's the secret. Learning new things keeps you sharp. It gives you more energy. It boosts your confidence, and it makes you feel alive again. I'm alive. I'm alive. It turns retirement into a new chapter, not an ending. And I promise you, if you follow these simple steps, you will feel better, think clearer, and have more excitement in your life than you've had in years, okay? Don't stop with this video. Use this video as your starting point. You're the one steering the rest of us, okay? So you're 60 plus. I don't want you to slow down. You're just getting warmed up. Comment below and tell me which one of these 9 jobs you want a deep dive video on next, and I will do it. Thank you. Hopefully each one of you. Just don't say all 9 of them. I want you to pick one that you're interested in, and I will take care of that. So 9 different people tell me to do that, and I'll do it. I'll do one. Just tell me one. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Bye.